The one we've all been waiting for months and months and months, Mr. Ken Gaines.
I can't believe how long it's been since I've been here. December. It's been a very eventful half year for me. It really has. I'll tell you all about it as we go along here. But a lot of changes, a lot of variety, some loss, and but hallelujah, we're here. Yeah. So. Greet the morning with a smile. Squint your eyes against the sun. You could have stuck around a while. That old engine needs to run. Last night the songs rang out so true. You wish the night would never end. They'll travel somewhere new. Tomorrow sing them all again. You're a dry land sailor tossed on this ocean. You've taken an ocean to roam. Dry land sailor lost in the motion of making this ocean your home. Sailor on dry land, out on a rolling river road, a ready smile and a steady hand, a hungry heart and a heavy load, born underneath the wandering star, borne along by a restless wind, no wondering why, no guess how far, no thoughts of where the journey ends. 'Cause you're a dry land sailor tossed on this ocean. You've taken an ocean to roam. Dry land sailor lost in the motion of making this ocean your home. The road unfold before your wondering eyes. The farmer's fields all plowed and sowed, the little towns, the western skies, the mountain snows, the southern coast, the flood of spring, the turn of fall. Ask you which you favor most. Tell the truth, you love them all. You're a dry land sailor tossed on this ocean. You've taken an ocean to roam. Dry land sailor lost in the motion of making this ocean your home. Dry land sailor tossed on this ocean. You've taken an ocean to roam. Dry land sailor lost in the motion of making this ocean your home. Welcome home. True story. I worked on that song a long time, years.
Turned out well.
Yeah, I finally found a musical home. I had most of the lyrics down, at least the verses, except for the last half of the second verse. I rewrote that totally. It found its home after I found that little musical home thing there, and then I totally rewrote the chorus. Came something different, and then it was aha. There it is.
Can I ask you a question I've always wanted to ask you about that song?
What?
Did anywhere in it did Sailor White play into it?
No, and that's a great question because of the Sailor idea.
Yeah.
I mean, Sailor lives in my heart no matter what.
He's kind of a dryland sailor.
Yeah, Sailor lives in my heart no matter what, you know, and everything. Yeah. We've had a wonderful and a rough year. We lost Fromholz this year. We lost Rod Kennedy too. If you go out to the Kerrville Festival, there's going to be a lot of boo, you know, and, I love you, man, and all that kind of stuff. And that's what it's about. And it's a great place to exult, great place to celebrate people's lives and getting back together. And that's coming up. So I'm kind of on that uphill there, getting ready for Kerrville. It'll start here in a week and a half. Got my list made. Already got my camper halfway. I do the Songwriter Serenade every year. I'm the MC for that. It's a character, all right? And here's part of that character. It's like, ladies and gentlemen, now live from the da stage. It's a Songwriter Serenade, that type of thing. And
That was good.
well, thank you very much. Live from Arabia Hall, it's the Songwriter Serenade. And I'm probably blowing your needles off the mark there with that, but you got to project that voice. You know, there are other voices I have that you don't have to project. You know, so, But you ever get a prank call from me? You know, I like to do that too. I'll tell you what one later, but let's do another damn song here. See, I got a lot to say. I don't know what's happened. All of a sudden, I have a lot to say. Tired of the rain, tired of the night, tired of the distances that keep you out of sight. Wanna wake up in the morning, see you by my side. I'm tired of being here without you. Tired of going out listening to that same old band. Tired of sitting here strumming with just my pick in my hand. Don't let me forget the art of being your man. I'm tired of being here without you. Like Nero's fire burning higher, you keep my desire alive. Come and save me, come and slave me, my heart, soul, and body are at your command. Hop on a fast train, or even a jet plane. Put it on my MasterCard, honey, no need to explain. Come to me and do me like a natural man. Tired of being here without you. keep my desire alive. Come and save me, then come and slave me. My heart, soul, and body are at your command. Hop on a fast train, even a jet plane. Put it on my MasterCard, honey, no need to explain. Come to me and do me like a natural man, because I'm tired of being here without you. I'll reduce me, seduce me like I know that you can, because I'm tired, oh, so tired. You know I'm tired of being here without you. One more chord. That's an old song. It's an old song that I still love singing, and I like it musically much more than I like it lyrically, but it is what it is. Kind of got me on a whole vein of songwriting that I have continued with and will continue with. Here's another true story. We were talking about it earlier, and it really has become a fact that I rarely have to make anything up anymore. It's happened, or I've seen it happen, or and there it is. So all I got to do is make it rhyme. You know? Makes my job easier. True story. Okay, it's not a true story, completely. All right, I want to tell you, but I'll tell you why it's not later.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Have I done this for you folks before? There are two lines in here. There's a couplet, a rhymed couplet.
Little blue dress?
No. This is a rhymed couplet that I stole, completely flat out stole. Okay, so if you can tell me what that couplet is and the poem that it's from, there's your first hint, and who wrote it, I'll give you a free CD. Okay?
You did bring CDs? That's cool.
Yeah, you forgot to put your CDs out.
You listen for that rhyme couplet?
Yep.
What a cheap trick to get you to listen to this damn song. In a sleepy little southern town, new preacher started coming around. Got Elvis hair, a voice like a saxophone. Out on Highway 49, you could see his face on the billboard signs. They were preaching the gospel, shaking the gates of hell. Tin cup and a tambourine, silk suits, a diamond ring, railing the rockers and ringing the revival bell. Yeah, Lord, we're gonna sing all night, testify to the truth and light, rattling in the bars, shaking the gates of hell. Well, he started on a stump in a vacant lot. A tent went up in that sacred spot. Before you know it, architects are snooping around. Nobody seemed to know where the money come from. A miracle to most, a mystery to some. The church walls rose like a new Jerusalem. Some had visions as they stood on chairs and sang of Jacob and the golden stairs, living in the dream of a new millennium. Tin cup and a tambourine, Silk suits, a diamond ring, raising a ruckus and ringing the revival bell. Yeah, Lord, we're gonna sing all night, testify to the truth and light, rattling the bars, shaking the gates of hell. Rattling the bars and shaking the gates of hell. Well, the church was raised, the money rolled, then they caught the preacher peddling Colombian gold. Everyone's eyes were open to the truth and light. One by one they turned their backs, the roof caved in, the church bell cracked. The preacher down in Parchment Prison, shaking the gates of hell. Yeah, the preacher down in Parchment, shaking the gates of hell. Tin cup and a tambourine, silk suits, a diamond ring, ringing a ruckus and ringing the revival bell. Yeah, Lord, we're gonna sing all night, testify to the truth and light, rattling the bars, shaking the gates of hell. Rattling the bars and shaking the gates of hell. Thank you very much. Anybody got it? Anybody got it at all? You know, it's kind of a safe bet unless you're really, really into early 20th century poetry. You're not going to get it. It is in public domain, so I didn't have to pay anybody for it. Not a clue, right? Okay. The lines are, and some had visions as they stood on chairs and sang of Jacob and the golden stairs. And this is from Vachel Lindsay's epic poem, The Congo. Then I saw the Congo creeping through the black, cutting through a forest with a golden track. Boom-a-lay, 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 boom, boom-a-lay, boom-a-lay, boom. Major.
I thought you were going to do boom shakalaka.
It would work. Okay, and that song is, when I work with kids, I've learned that, that song it's a rap, In a sleepy little southern town, new preacher started coming around. Got Elvis hair, a voice like a saxophone. Out on Highway 49, you could see his face on a billboard sign saying, "We're preaching the gospel, shaking the gates of hell." And that Vachel Lindsay song is also, the same form. It's a rap. So, wonderful stuff that you remember in a life of. I had a very, varied life of public education all over the country. My dad was military, and sometimes the schools were good and sometimes not so good. But I was always interested in something. I'm going to do another preacher song. This is a much newer one. This is a guy I used to watch going to my buddy Wayne's house. Most people call him a street person. And I'm new enough to know the guy's schizophrenic because he's just out there emoting to whatever. One time to a gas pump, but sometimes to the universe. There was one time I was driving home from Wayne's, and the guy was out there, and there was a windstorm coming up, and then I realized, oh man, it's going to rain, because those big old first fat raindrops were smacking on my windshield, and I'm driving right by him, coming up to him, and I said, oh man, he's just out there, he's going to get clobbered. And this big gust of wind came, and he turned around and faced it and went, I had to start writing this song real quick here. Well, I call him the preacher. See him almost every day, standing on the sidewalk, but a million miles away. His eyes are bright as diamonds, face as black as coal. A stream of words and gestures pouring from the bottom of his soul. But no one stops to listen. We all passed him by and turn our face the other way when he looked us in the eye. What if he has all the answers? Would anybody dare follow in his footsteps? The preacher doesn't care. Preacher doesn't care. Now maybe he's a prophet of the coming of the Lord, a voice crying in the wilderness, the song before the sword. Then maybe he's just telling jokes, only he can't understand, signifying nothing to any other man. What if he has all the answers? Would anybody dare follow in his footsteps? The preacher doesn't care. The preacher doesn't care. Now we all know he's crazy, but me, I'm crazy too. I hear music in the stars at night. I see light in all of you. And I've been touched by angels, left my body and my sins, traveling through time and space to where something else begins. What if we have all the answers and everything is there? If only we could listen. The preacher doesn't care. See, the message is his mission. The preacher doesn't care.
Thank you. I haven't seen him in about a year now. So, I mean, this is my 4th gig in 4 nights, so my voice is all warmed up and my left hand is going, oh, you're doing this to me again. Maybe the second set will be brought to you by Asper Cream. We'll see.
That's some vital freaks.
After a gig last night, I had a conversation with a guy at the bar after I put all my equipment away. Nice wine bar there in Katy. And this guy was so full of bull, but I was having fun with him. And we're just talking about trying to get heavy with somebody who doesn't really know how to get heavy. You know, he's trying. And I give him that. I really do. And I wasn't being too cruel, but we got into some stuff, and he says, well, just don't think about it. And I laughed out loud. I says, you don't know who you're talking to. I got to think about it. That's all there is to it. Oh, man.
Driving through the night, pounding up the rhythm I feel on the wheel, flying through the air like an arrow that's sure of its mark. In the dark, rolling down the window and howling at the moon up above. Nothing else in sight, just the road and the light of your love. Got a heat-seeking heart, following the fire. Heat-seeking heart, sensing your desire. Heat-seeking heart, following the fire. Sounds of the city keeping your voice from my ears. Can you hear? There ain't no doubt about it. No need to shout it. You're near, very near. Sensing the heat of your love and the cold all around. Never giving up, never going back till I found your heat-seeking heart, following the fire. Heat-seeking heart, sensing your desire. Heat-seeking heart, following the fire. Rolling down the window and howling at the moon up above. Nothing else in sight, just the road and the light of your love. Got a heat-seeking heart, following the fire. Heat-seeking heart, sensing your desire. Heat-seeking heart, following
Thank you. That one's easier on my left hand, too, believe it or not. So in February, I went to the International Folk Alliance Conference again. And I wear a lot of hats when I go to these conferences. That's pretty wild for a guy who doesn't really like to wear hats. I go there as Ken Gaines, singer-songwriter. And I go there representing Anderson Fair in Houston. If you ever get down to Houston, please come to Anderson Fair. It's the oldest and best acoustic listening room in the state, and one of the oldest in the country. Because crazy people own it and keep it there. Beautifully crazy people. They do. That's what it takes. So I go there representing them, and in the process of that, I run a showcase room for people from all over the world. They're coming there to strut their stuff and get heard. And I'm pretty democratic about the way I book my showcase rooms. It's 4 nights of almost like an open mic, but they're 40-minute sessions in my room because they're in the rounds, which is what I do at Anderson Fair. I book a few of my friends, and then I also have some people who are guest hosts for those rounds. I just look at the listserv that they've got, people saying, coming to Folk Alliance for the first time, or coming to Folk Alliance, I know I'm late, I don't have any showcases. I email them and contact them and get them in there. And it's amazing how much magic and how many wonderful people I've met doing that right there. So that's an experience. I wouldn't recommend you going to international. It happens in Kansas City now. We're based out of Kansas City. But if you want just a little sweet taste of it, toward the end of September, we have our regional here in Southwest Regional, and it happens in Austin. Call it SWRFA, Southwest Regional Folk Alliance. Something to look up online. For just listeners, you can go pay, a nominal fee and hear the official showcases, which happen from about 7 to 10, something like that. And then starting at 10:30 till, I think they cut us off at 4. You have these people in these hotel rooms, one after another, from you never know where. And that one, we have about 300 people on average come to that, as opposed to the international, which there's, if you can imagine being in a hotel conference with 2,500 of me. It's amazing. So I did that. That's
right.
Thank you. That's probably just as well. And then I go there as part of the health team with the Ken Gaines Road Diet. That gets me in there as a volunteer. All kind of ways to work these things. Here's another little bluegrassy tune. Well, I was lost in my blindness, buried in the ground like a stone, and the cost of my kindness never would have found out on my own. You took my pain, took my sorrow, held my heart homeward bound, gave me passion for tomorrow, set my feet on sacred ground. It's a long, lonesome highway. The wind and rain cut you to the bone. Right or wrong, I take it my way. Pray that I will never be alone. You
took my pain, took my sorrow, helped my heart turn homeward bound, gave me passion for tomorrow, set my feet on sacred ground. When the night was through, it was love and you that set me free. When the night was through, it was love and you that set me free. When I'm gone, no, don't you mourn me. Know that I have lived to see the light. I am on the path to glory. I can see it shining through the night. You took my pain, took my sorrow, helped my heart turn homeward bound, gave me passion for tomorrow, set my feet on sacred ground. When the night was through, it was love and you that set me free. When the night was through, it was love and you that set me free.
Dang B string. So after Folk Alliance, I'm glad it's in Kansas City, by the way, because I've been playing Kansas City for a number of years, and so I'm able to get there the weekend before and play gigs. I did a house concert, and I did a songwriter seminar, and I also kind of helped co-host a song circle. And then I went to the Folk Alliance, which is, if you really want your voice to get a workout, because you're not only singing late at night all the time, but you're talking, and you're talking in big crowds, so you're talking loud, and that's what really wears you out. And if that wasn't enough, I right after that I got this gig in Coffeyville, Kansas. It's part of their Humanities series, and I did 17 40-minute performance lectures on Lennon and McCartney songs in 5 days.
Wow.
And some of them were in true academic situations at the community college. In the high school, I did 5 in one day at the high school. I'd do the thing and then sit back and drink a little water, and then they'd bring in another group of kids. And God, it was fun. It was a blast. Can you imagine being the first person to introduce, because a lot of these kids, they don't know who the Beatles are. They don't know who Lennon and McCartney is. And if you can imagine to be the first person to introduce them to.
Here come a flat top, he come grooving up slowly. He got Juju eyeball, he won holy roly. He got hair down to his knees. Got to be a joker, he just do what he please.
They went crazy over it. It was great. It was, it's just a blast. I'm like, where is this? But
That song made money. A lot of money.
oh man, a lot of money, yeah. but half of them were in nursing homes too. So I had to change them quite a bit, and brought in a lot of old songs that I thought I didn't know I remembered, and I'd mess with them at night beforehand. Just bringing music to people, it's magic. Some of the best situations are when you're in a nursing home and they roll in somebody who's catatonic, stroke victim, I don't know, but they're in there. But they roll them in there for a reason, because you're there to stimulate them. Okay, that's it. You're there to let them know that they're alive. You watch for it. You sing, and there's some people who are singing with you, and but every once in a while you see the lyrics and everything. It's a beautiful experience. So I'm going to do more of that type of thing. Just talking to Harold about that. Working up a couple of programs. Harold's doing it, man.
He's got a young mind if anybody's ever had one.
I agree. He's in there just doing it. I want to be you when I grow up, Harold. I've said that before, and I'll keep saying it. So he's another one like Harry Shepherd. All right, y'all sing. We're going to do this and do one more song, then we'll take a break?
Yeah.
Cool.
Sunset on the river, water's all aglow. Been sitting on this bank all day, watching it flow. I got a line out in the channel, I stopped fishing long ago. I'm just sipping whiskey real slow. There's a gator on the surface, big old catfish in his mouth. As he takes it to the bottom, Lord, my heart is sinking south, drag me down where I don't want to go. How could she leave me so low? It's been a catfish morning, a catfish afternoon. Tonight there'll be a catfish moon. Catfish moon, waltzing on the water. Catfish moon, lazy little daughter of the sun, who's always rolling round too soon. Catfish moon, waltzing on the water. Catfish moon, lazy little daughter of the sun, who's always rolling round too soon. Funny how my rambling brought me right back to the spot where the fishing and the whiskey and the wind was so damn hot. We'd take the boat out on the river, throw a blanket on the bow, and make love beneath the catfish moon. Catfish moon, waltzing on the water. Catfish moon, lazy little daughter of the sun, always rolling round too soon. It's been a catfish morning, a catfish afternoon. Tonight there'll be a catfish moon.
Thank you very much. And of course, you're not picking that up because I had my tuner on. I looked down and saw that little red light flash, and I thought,
I knew you would.
and the next time I do it, it'll suck, you know. So, all right.
I come from hard-working, hell-raising, holy rolling folk. Our back's a little stronger than our mind. The story of our lives written right on our hands, with every scar and callus you can find. These hands are bruised and battered by the walls I've broken down. Every broken dream has made them strong. These hands can grip like iron, catch your daughter's tears. These hands, they work in wood and steel and song. When these hands give up the ghost and I lay this body down, God bless these hands, bless these hands. God bless these hands. These hands have known the crunch of bone and the burn of an errant blade, kept on working till the working day was done. These hands have cradled babies, these hands have cradled guns, these hands have pounded nails, punished sons. When these hands give up the ghost and I lay that guitar down, bless these hands, bless these hands. These hands, they love the wonders of a woman's flesh and fire, and all the secrets of her body in the night. These hands hold this guitar to my chest like a lover, bring the music of my soul into the light. When these hands give up the ghost and I lay this guitar down, bless these hands, bless these hands. These hands, bless these hands, let my spirit shine. Bless these hands,
take a break and commune.